I know you go to the theatre. Maz is a theatre kid. I guess you guys are both theatre kids. From what I wanted to get from this conversation is someone that myself that doesn't go to a theatre, get especially being a black person that doesn't go to a theatre. I wanted to get an understanding of how you fell in love with theatre and how do you think is the UK how is theatre now in the UK
Yeah.
overall?
I feel like Manny has an amazing black experience of theatre.
Yeah.
And it's something I definitely want to aspire to because you go everywhere. You go to the Bush, you go to
Yeah.
Lyric,
Yeah.
you go, is it Arcola in
Cola
Dalston?
in Hackney,
yeah. In Dalston.
Yeah.
So like,
Cola, what's that?
it's a
In
theatre
Mines?
in Dalston.
Dalston.
Yeah, Dawson's. It's literally
Right next to the station.
Yeah, right next to the station. Yeah, you come out
Which
the
station?
Kingsland? Is it?
Kingsland
Yeah.
There's two
or
Dawsons.
Junction?
Kingsland, the one that's
because
further
it's near
down.
the square.
Oh, near the
It's
gate,
near-
Greg's.
yeah.
Greg's, I think so. Maybe it's the one that's like
By the
tucked away in the corner.
Oh, tucked away in the corner.
Yeah, because you know there's one that when you come out, you're right on the high
Oh
street.
no, that's Kingsland.
That's Kingsland.
So you're talking about Dalston Junction.
Junction. So which one?
Junction's the one on the corner.
Junction's on the corner.
Okay, the one that's in the corner.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so when you come out that one, you take a right and left. And
Sorry,
then
that was like a lot of
Okay.
East London
Yeah,
talk.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, shout out to London, East London.
So shout out to you, two people actually. One being Toby,
Yeah.
and also one being my friend Michael Jao, were probably the two main influences for me to actually go into theatre quite often years back. One of the first shows that I've watched, well, not one of the first shows I watched, but one of the first black theatre shows that really got me into watching black theatre show was Misty. I actually can't remember the actor's name. It was a one man show, and I just loved it.
Yeah.
I love the story it was telling. I love how how familiar it was to me. And it's something that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've tried my best to watch as many theatre shows as possible. I think last year I watched like 25, maybe 30 theatre shows.
You said that's trying your best, bro. You're doing your best, bro. You know, bro. Some people don't even watch one. You watch 25. God damn.
And I predominantly go to watch black theatre shows,
Yeah.
shows with black leads, because not even not because I just want to watch black theatre shows.
It's amazing stories.
It's amazing.
You have seen so many amazing stories. What's the one that in Arcola that you recently saw?
Segi's The Secret Lives of Segi's wife. No,
Yeah.
The Secret Lives of Baba Segi's wives. Yes, and
Oh
that's
shit, he's got wives.
yeah, his wives. It's from a 2010 book that got really popular. Of a Nigerian woman wrote it, and it's about Baba Segi, and we get to his fifth wife and the issues that she had, and it also talks about the lack of agency that Nigerian women have in Nigeria, not only with the body but also with their finances and also with just their general lives on a day-to-day basis. And like it covers like quite a lot of issues of the lack of equality that women have against men within Nigerian society. I think this was based in the early 2000s. But just shows like that. Even I watched another show at the Corner Theatre that came on right afterwards called 5460. That was talking about somebody wanted to visit all the countries in Africa before they turn 60. Then we get different characters going to different countries within Africa,
Nice.
and then talk about the issues that they have within those countries, and talk about how each countries are the same and also are very much different. We all have our own individual cultures.
But then there's there's always this like binding sense of
Unity
within Africa.
Within Africa.
And I think beyond that, if you're a person who's a part of the diaspora like we are,
Yeah.
you get that so many times where you'll meet different people, especially in London, where they're from different parts of Africa.
Yeah.
But there's always a sense of like, oh, like we do that too.
Yeah. Definitely had a feeling of that throughout the film. But the stuff that I think I can't remember which country it was. I think it was like South Sudan. There's like similar to stuff that we do in Angola. But yeah, man, it's like going to theatre just in general. I just love stories, love stories for stuff in any medium that comes in, whether that be film, whether that be books, whether that be anime, whether that even be conversation with people. It's something I've always had a passion for. And theatre is just another outlet that allows me to experience people, experience stories, and allow me to understand the world a little bit better. From stories like Sleepover in the Bush Theatre, where it's about 4 young girls and just a show about sisterhood, which I'm not necessarily privy to, but was just nice to see and reminding me of my sister and her friends. And just to be able to see people's stories. And I think it's important for us to be able to go to places where we can watch people's creative outlets be out there for show for us, because we get to learn a little bit about other people and a little bit about ourselves,
as well,
which is really important to me. But yeah, I love theatres. I just love stories, and theatre is just another thing that I like to go to.
Nice. Oh, he's gonna say something?
No.
No, because I was gonna ask, because this is on my list of okay, we have Manny on, so I'll have to make sure I got certain questions I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah.
So when it comes to theatre, obviously I've already mentioned countless times on the show before. I don't really watch theatre much, even having Manny in my life, and of course having my missus Toby in my life as well. So I'll kind of like
We need to change that,
I kind of just live through them,
Attacks.
then go to the theatre. But I feel like that I'm an example of a lot of Black British people in the UK that doesn't go to the theatre.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing is where I'm assuming just the main thing why we, or like myself and the group like myself, don't go to the theatre is a mixture of, one, money. We think it's very expensive.
Spicy, yeah.
So I wanted to ask a question about that, and then ask a question about like we just don't know what's coming out and what's going to be out, and I think those are probably the main two.
I think like going theatre is an expensive.
It can be. It depends on your age range. If you're under 30, you're very lucky where you're able to get a discount.
Yeah.
Utilize that while you can, because, you know, like not everyone has access to that, and it really does help. You don't have to be all the way at the front for theatre.
Yeah.
That's always a misconception, that you have to be right at the front seat. Like, I went to go to the Young Vic and I got one of the cheapest tickets at the top. And honestly, I think that was the best thing, because you get to see the stage production a lot better.
Yeah.
Stage production for me was like a big way of world building in terms of theatre. So don't be paranoid about your seating being that close.
Yeah.
Utilize the under 30s if you're under 30. And
Must
like,
be nice.
I don't know about like how you find out about things yourself.
Yeah.
But I use Blacklisted.
Okay.
So, you know, Blacklisted have their Instagram account, and they always shout out certain productions that are coming out.
Okay.
That's always a really great way of finding out.
I think the rendition are excellent for that, in terms of not only letting you know what Black theatre shows are coming out, they also do discounts quite often, rendition. So all you have to do is like go on the Instagram or sign up to the mailing list, and they'll email you whenever a show is coming out, and obviously gives you the discount for it as well. So that's how I mainly find out about theatre shows, through rendition. But now I've gotten used to just emailing different theatre houses. Just let them know I'm interested in going to this theatre show. Can I please get a complimentary ticket? Because I'll most likely do a review for it. But even on their websites, there'll be like discounts for different shows as well. So that's always something to look out for. And also, like, it's not easy to spend like £10-20 on a theatre show, especially if you don't know if it's going to be great. So I get that aspect of things. That
I think that's another thing.
But like, it's always good as well. Like, if you know there's an actor you like Papa did the effects at the National. You know you're gonna
that had thing in it.
That Taylor Russell.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. Yeah.
You know that you like these two actors. You know you like their style. This is a slightly different storyline where you kind of know the outline of it. Yeah, why not? Just give it a chance. And I feel like it's like when you go to a festival and you randomly go to a stage and you're like, I'm gonna vibe out and see how it is.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's me. Like, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind spending X amount of money to go to a theatre show, not even being 100% sure if it's going to be great. But that's because I love theatre. But I get that the average consumer might not feel that way. So I think another thing that you could do is just find out theatre shows in the past that have done well, and find out what production houses have done it, or what theatre houses have done it, because most likely you'll find other shows there that you will like. Like, for example, the Bush Theatre, I will go to the Bush Theatre blind and go to whatever show they're showing.
It's like the Lyric as well. You like the Lyric.
I like the Lyric, but I love the Bush Theatre. I like the Lyric, but I love the Bush Theatre.
I swear you had a guest that said the Bush Theatre is their favourite one.
It's the
Josh.
Josh. Oh, did it? It's the great. Oh, you performed there recently as well.
Oh,
I never got to see it, unfortunately.
Please.
Yeah.
My guy.
That's what he said.
That's what he said, bro. That's what he said.
He literally performed
No,
there
but
recently.
also, like, there's amazing talent on there.
Oh,
like,
bro.
that was where Francesca basically had her theatre debut.
Oh, really?
Francesca
What show was
Rivers,
she?
wasn't it? Nigerian girls. Something.
Oh, you're talking about Mean Girls?
Yeah.
That was Lyric, no? That wasn't.
That was Lyric. No, I thought they did it at Bush as well.
If they did that, that's not what I watched. That.
Oh, okay.
I didn't watch that. I'm pretty sure I watched the Lyric. It was even Toby that did the Q&A there. Funny enough.
Shout out Toby.
Shout out Toby, bro.
Superstar.
Real legend in the theatre game. But Bush Theatre, like, anytime. That's where Shifters was originally there with Heather Agayobong and
Yeah, I heard
and
really good
Tosin
things
Cole.
about that.
My
that play.
favorite show of all
If
time.
you want,
Wait,
if
wait,
we wanted
talk
to
about
dive
that.
back into lover vibes,
Oh,
Shifters.
bro,
So I heard
Shifters.
Shifters about I think that was this year, right?
Yeah,
This year, last
No,
year?
yeah, because it
it's
was last year. So
Early
after
last year.
Romeo and Juliet finished,
Yeah.
it went to Shifters.
But
Because I feel like that's the play that I've heard a lot of black people talk about. Like I only hear much people, especially black people, talk about like a play, but I heard Shifters making its rounds with people that probably even go to the theatre.
Because it had like the cast was amazing.
yeah, it was a 2-person cast, Tosin Cole and Heather Agayobong. But the writer, what's her name, Benedict.
Do you want me to get it up?
Yeah,
for you?
please. So the writer, she Benedict something. Apologies if I didn't get the name right. That is one of the best. There's a few times where you can watch something and just like love it.
Yeah.
There's very few times.
Benedict Lombe,
Benedict Lombe, thank you.
British Congolese.
Yeah, and it's like you're not Congolese.
I know,
Okay.
but
So no. That was more in my head. It's like she's not Congolese, rather than you shouldn't do that because you're not Congolese.
Yeah.
It didn't sound.
That sounded crazy.
I did.
I released it.
I apologize. But Benedict Lombe, I think that is one of the best written things I've ever had the pleasure of enjoying. I think. I think Tosin Cole was great, and I think Heather was absolutely out of this world in her role. But how it was written, it was just so beautiful. It was so poetic. The story flowed so well. There wasn't a single word that was wasted. It was, yeah, man. It's like me personally is one of the best things that I've ever consumed in any medium. I think the writing in Shifter was just elite.
Is it true that they're trying to make it into a show?
TV show, yeah.
A TV show. How do you feel about that? Do you think it works?
I don't mind at all. But
I think it would be a great way to broaden the audience
Yeah,
as
facts.
well. Because you know what, like one of the things is I tried to get a ticket and I couldn't, and then by the time like
sorry, 3 times.
the run came right in front of me.
No, Manny likes something. He watched that, you know? He watched that.
That's what it was.
But like it was one of those like everyone was talking about it. You wanted to, but some people don't have access to it. Some people don't live in London. Some people couldn't make it during that time. So it was I think this is a great medium to allow people to have access to those storylines to potentially introduce people into theatre.
Yeah, facts. Because similar to Michaelis Cole's Chewing Gum was originally
that was a one-woman play.
That was a one-woman play.
I did a monologue for that when I was younger, when I was doing my GCSEs. Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Well, which other ones have you done that you liked?
Pardon?
Which other monologues have you done that you liked?
Oh, I think that was my favourite one.
Fair.
Yeah, I genuinely think that was my.
But yeah, Michaela Cole's Chewing Gum. Phoebe Water-Bridge. Fleabag.
Because that was also another
I really wanted to
show.
watch that because I really love Fleabag, the show.
Yeah, but that was original. It was original theatre show.
Yeah, and they were both.
It was original theatre.
Yeah.
It was original theatre show. Yeah.
That was at the Fringe.
Phoebe.
Yeah, Phoebe. Yes, Phoebe. It's Phoebe's show. Fleabag.
Yeah, she wrote it and started.
Sorry, it was a one-person play.
Oh, she did the play and then she turned it
to the TV show. Yeah.
Oh,
it was a monologue.
Yeah.
It was basically a monologue.
So that makes sorry.
Because it's a stream of consciousness.
That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense.
Like Chewing Gum is a stream of consciousness. Fleabag is a stream of consciousness. So that's why audiences who like both of them like each other. And they were both at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Yeah. Same with Baby Reindeer.
That was on a play as well.
That was originally a play. It was also on the Bush. It was one man. It was also on the Bush Theatre as well.
Oh shit.
So yeah, but Baby Reindeer was another one. So to your questions, that I don't mind it. I'm happy that it's been turned into a TV show because it's a different medium. It's not like turning something that's animated into live action.
Yeah.
I feel like turning something into theatre into TV show is more of a drastic change that usually can work
because it helps create this world even deeper.
Yeah.
Because you get other characters, because a lot of them it is a situation where they're monologues and it's a one-person show, or like in other situations it's very like 2D, so you can actually play around with the set and the production a little bit more. And I think it's phenomenal. So like, for example, one of my favorite plays that I got to watch, sadly it's not a black play, but it was Let the Right One In.
Okay.
That was my introduction to Let the Right One In.
Okay.
which was my introduction to noirs.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
And that's why, through plays. We went to see it, I think, around the same time as my 15th birthday or something like that. And there's a scene where he's drowning in the pool.
Yeah.
And so you see the actor on live stage be in a small pool, holding his breath for 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Sounds like The Prestige.
So then I was like, this is really cool. And then I went and watched the Swedish original version.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I really like Scandi Noir.
Oh, and then that got you
That
into
got me into the genre.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But yeah, long story short, watch theatre shows.
Yeah. How do you... One of my last questions on theatre, because actually I got two. One is just a overall talk about... There's a lot of like Hollywood actors now doing theatres. So obviously we had Brie Larson. She came down to the UK, did a theatre play.
She
down
did
here.
Electra, which is a Greek classic.
Yeah, I think we got next year. We got Cynthia.
Cynthia Erivo's doing
doing
a
a
one-woman
show.
show of 23 characters playing Dracula.
Really, I'm looking into that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have countless others, but I wanted to just get a gauge of like, is this good? Because
facts.
we've got big actors doing it, but what about the small actors that kind of? Because like, what I've heard anyway, like theatre, they get paid like pocket change in terms of money. So is this helping the theatre? Or is it hurting it and making it more mainstream?
They don't get that much money when they go on theatre, by the way.
The big actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely get paid more than smaller artists would, but I don't think the payday is going to be similar
it's not the same
to as
what
Hollywood.
they're used to on screen.
I think it's definitely like, okay, so I think it's a good thing that big actors do that. One, for the fact that it could bring an audience to people actually wanting to go watch other theatre show. And also, it's an art form. It's something that I think Denzel's spoken about this, that he says that actors should constantly go back into theatre to retool the capability.
I've been screaming this for ages, that theatre is the best instrument as an actor. Because you learn to deal with things that otherwise you wouldn't have to necessarily deal with on set. You really have to pull your graft. And it's the fact that also the hours are a bit different. So you're not just doing one show a day. You're doing 2 shows a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And you're like really having to stretch yourself. Each show is not like, one show is never the same.
Yeah.
But every single time you're improving.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things that I've learned from being on theatre as an actor as well.
Yeah.
So definitely a good thing, I believe.
The last question I have is just for the audience. Can you name some theatres in the London that people should check out?
Bush Theatre, absolutely go there. Aquila Theatre. Bush Theatre is in Shepherd Bush, Hammersmith. Aquila Theatre is in Hackney, definitely go there.
Go via Dalston Junction.
Dawson Junction. Lyric Theatre is in Hammersmith, I believe. There's also, so there's 2 Soho ones. There's Soho Place, which I think Soho Place is the one by Tottenham Court Road, and Soho Theatre is in Soho.
Yeah, because Soho Place is the one literally.
Right by
you
the
see
station.
where you get the little like digital stuff.
Digital stuff at Tottenham Court Road. Yeah. So it's opposite.
The alternate is literally opposite.
Yeah. So that's and then you got Soho Theatre. It's a lot smaller. It's got a lot more like up and coming theatre shows, but they do have quite a good one. Brixton House as well.
That's a really great one.
Brixton House as well. I went there recently to watch 2 different shows. Really good theatre plays. Yeah, those are some of my favourites. There are definitely other ones.
Young Vic is a great one.
Young Vic. Did you watch what's it called? I can't remember. Passing Strange.
I couldn't.
Oh my God, Passing Strange was so good. Yeah, Young Vic, Old Vic, and this.
Man, love that, you know.
Young Vic is great for younger audiences.
Yeah.
If you want something that's really like fresh, new ideas, very trendy, or like there's a certain actor you might like, you're gonna flipping love Young Vic.
Yeah.
And also because it's a little bit smaller, it's more of an intimate vibe. If you get the top row ones, I actually think it's really good. I was lucky where they're not allocated seats. So when I arrived where I was smack bang in the middle where I could see the stage and see everything really clearly. You don't have to be like front row for Young Vic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old Vic is a beautiful one that's like a classic.
Yeah.
Fortune Theatre is
What's
like,
that?
That's where they have Woman in Black. It's near Covent Garden.
Okay, never been.
I think if you go and watch, you have to watch Woman in Black in theatre at least once in your life.
Okay, I will promise you that.
It's a very different experience versus the book
I've just seen the film.
and versus the film.
Okay.
Because the Woman in Black is not real, so she's not even in the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, some good theatre houses. Peckham Theatre as well. They have quite a lot of youngish creators on there. So
I've
we can watch.
seen-
Yeah, I think I saw Chicken Shop.
Mm-hmm.
There was something called Chicken.
No, it was Chicken Shop.
Alright,
You're
cool.
right.
I found
And then there's also the Stratford Theatre as well.
Yes, there's the dance one in Stratford.
Sadwells.
Sadwells, yeah, that's the one.
That's you can get discounted tickets with Barclays if you're a
Oh,
Barclays.
nice! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
So
then
actually a lot
there's
of
also
theatres.
the normal Stratford
Yeah,
Theatre as well.
what's it called? I think it's called East something.
Oh, I think is that one that's nearby where the old pitch house was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right next to it. I can't remember the
I
name.
can't remember it at the top of my
Yeah,
head.
but the last time I went there, I watched the worst theatre show I've ever seen.
Now you have to look at the last question. How is it when you watch a bad theatre play?
And I think I went
I'll
there.
get to that.
I went there because I went to watch Antigone for the first time, and it was an entirely black cast.
Okay.
So it was a Greek classic, modern adaptation, but the words are exactly the same with
Back to
a
the black cast.
black cast.
Love that.
It was really great.
Back to what happens when that show in particular that I'm thinking of. I literally want to leave halfway. I went with my ex. I was like, bro, I want to go. I don't want to stay here because they had an interlude, did it? We stayed, and then the second half wasn't as bad. But I don't know. Bad theatre. I'm never really too mad at bad theatre shows, and I don't know why. Like I'm more mad at bad films than I am at a bad theatre show. Because the worst theatre show I've seen is not worse than the worst film I've seen. So it's that. But it feels like a bit of a waste of time. But it's rare. Like it's very rare that I've gone to a bad theatre show. I think I've seen like 3 shows that I was like, yeah, they're not good. But apart from that, most of them are good.
Yeah, I think I remember mine was at Peckham though.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not surprised. I left. Okay, I went to one in Peckham. I left. However, that was because that was definitely a kids' theatre show.
Oh, the Peter Pan.
Did
You told me.
Did I tell you?
You told
I
me
left
about
halfway through it.
You told
I
me.
Peter
left.
Pan.
It was a kids. It was literally a kids show.
Oh.
And I saw one of my friends. She was there, and she went there with her friends. Like, yeah, I'm dipping. I can't stay here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a kids one. Yeah.